I remember how it felt to post my very first YouTube videos back in 2021. I felt nervous about my friends and family seeing me talking on camera. I felt awkward about putting myself out there, but at the same time, I was really hoping that my first few videos would get at least some views, likes, and comments, so it didn't look like I was talking into an empty void. After making videos for several months and getting maybe like a few hundred views per video if I was lucky, the desire that I had for my videos to go viral became stronger and stronger. And by viral, I don't mean, getting hundreds of thousands of views or millions of views or anything. For my tiny channel in 2021, just starting out, I was excited and hopeful to get maybe my first 1,000 views or a couple thousand views, because after you've been making content for many, many months and only getting a few hundred views here and there, you start to really want to attract a larger audience. When I finally had a vlog of mine reach over 1,000 views, I was over the moon. I just remember that felt so rewarding and so incredible. And then the unexpected happened a couple months after that. I had started posting videos about tiny homes, and those videos didn't immediately get a ton of views, but over time they started to get thousands, in some cases even hundreds of thousands of views, which is something that I was not expecting and was certainly not used to. I was so grateful to have finally created something that was interesting to a lot of people, that had resonated with a larger audience. And I remember amidst that excitement, it also felt a little bit overwhelming, and there was that added pressure of like, okay, now there's a lot more people watching me. I really need to be consistently stepping up my game. Though I'm super grateful for that first sort of viral experience, and just I do feel very grateful in general for my YouTube journey thus far. That first viral moment taught me a very, very valuable lesson that I just feel compelled to share with you today. Going viral for one particular video or topic should not be the main goal for new or small content creators, or really for content creators of any size. In fact, it can even be detrimental to your success online in the long run. Let's discuss some of the disadvantages of sudden and intense virality, and talk about what you can be focusing on instead in order to really achieve long-term success, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram and TikTok, just long-term success as a content creator online. Before we move on though, if you're new here, welcome. I am so happy to have you here. My name is Arena. I am currently making videos that primarily focus on content creation and personal development. I've been really wanting to make more lifestyle vlogs lately as well. I do have a playlist of day in my life as a real estate agent vlogs. If you are not new here, you may know that I am licensed as a real estate agent in Oregon and Washington. So I've got those vlogs, but I have been wanting to make like more chill and cozy vlogs, especially as we move into fall. So if that's something that you'd be interested in, definitely let me know in the comments. It is September. It is officially the most incredible season. Fall is my absolute favorite season. As you can see, I've switched out my regular white candle for a pumpkin candle, as you do when the seasons change. And so the vibes in here are just, they're perfect, they're cozy, and I'm really excited to be filming and talking to you today. Now, pros and cons of going viral. First off, I kind of touched on this briefly in my intro, but I want to really clarify what I mean when I say the word viral. I am not talking about the actual definition of the word, though I am not sure what that would be, but I think viral, it does have a specific definition in terms of an online video, how many views it needs to have in order to truly be considered viral. What I'm referring to though is more of what's referred to as a VFM moment, or viral for me. So if, for example, I'm used to getting a couple hundred views per video, and then all of a sudden I get 10,000 views on a video, that is a viral for me moment. So that is what I'm referring to when I'm talking about virality throughout this video. Reaching a large number of views and new subscribers or new followers can be a truly pivotal moment for you as a content creator. I'm not saying that it is a bad thing to all of a sudden start to get more views. There are advantages, and I wanted to briefly touch on those before kind of moving on to the disadvantages. The first major advantage, and the one that I really felt personally when I started to notice more views on particular videos of mine, is that it led to a larger subscriber count for me here on YouTube. It led to increased watch hours. And as you know, you need to reach a certain amount of subscribers and watch hours in order to get monetized on YouTube. So if you have a video that goes viral, that will get you closer to monetization on platforms like YouTube. You'll also likely experience an increase in engagement, so more likes and comments, and that will further strengthen and build your connection with your audience, especially because it's a new audience, you're getting to know everyone, so having that extra engagement really just helps you figure out what people are interested in and helps you create a plan for what kind of videos you're gonna make moving forward. A viral video can also lead your new audience to watch more of your other content, which will then result in YouTube or whatever platform that you're on to recommend your channel and your videos to more and more people. Now, this all sounds amazing, and it is. It definitely does bring advantages to have certain videos go viral, get a bunch of views, but let's consider a super crucial point here. What exactly am I going viral for? Am I going viral for a topic that I will have interest in long term? Am I going viral for a topic that will be relevant a couple years from now? Am I going viral for a limiting subject that I might not have too much to say about after that initial viral video? Or am I going viral for something that's a more broad niche subject or topic that I'm going to want to talk about for many, many months, maybe many years to come? And ultimately, do I want to be known by this viral moment for the rest of my online career? When you are creating a lot of different kinds of content and trying to see what resonates with your audience, sometimes when one specific video goes viral, when you're not necessarily expecting it to, and it brings in this whole large new audience, it can bring disadvantages with it. And I wanted to walk you through those because I feel like it's important to consider this when you are starting out as a new content creator. Going viral can definitely make you feel like you're being put in a box so that when you create other types of videos in the future, you might feel like people won't be interested in watching them. You might feel like you have to keep talking about this one thing that you went viral for, otherwise nobody's gonna pay attention. In the same vein, going viral for one specific topic might feel limiting if you have a large range of interests and things that you want to talk about, but now you kind of feel pigeonholed into talking about this one thing that now you are known for. Attracting a large audience quickly can also make you feel like you are now managing all these new expectations that these new people have of you as a content creator. Balancing those audience expectations, but then also staying true to your interests and passions can be a really tough thing to do. You can also experience increased pressure to replicate that initial viral moment, and when you aren't able to on a consistent basis, it can lead to feelings of inadequacy. If you are trying to replicate that viral successful moment, that can also lead to a lack of authenticity because you might not possess the same excitement and passion for that topic as you once did, which is totally normal. And at the end of the day, if you are unable to sustain sort of that hype and excitement over a long period of time, it could potentially lead to a one-hit wonder type of situation. So how can we find the sweet spot? How can we achieve consistent, sustainable growth over time as content creators? Whether your goal is to create a channel that focuses on one specific niche like baking or DIY home decor or personal finance, or your goal is to create a channel that focuses on a wide variety of topics, the goal is the same in a sense. Your goal is to create a really incredible and robust content library rather than focusing on creating that one video that you are just going to go super viral for. We're thinking of long-term success, not just short-term success in the form of 1 or 2 viral videos. Even if you do have a video that gets more views than you're typically used to, you're going to want to be able to funnel that new audience into watching some of your other content as well. As a quick side note, if you want more guidance on trying to figure out if you should focus on a specific niche or if you should keep the subject of your channel a little bit more broad, my last video goes over all of that in depth. I talk about, should you pick a niche, and if you do, how specific or how broad should it be, and what are the advantages and disadvantages to both of those scenarios. So definitely check that out if you are kind of struggling in that area. But regardless of which route you choose, whether you choose a specific niche or a broad subject category, the goal truly is the same for both. You want to be thinking about the big picture of your channel rather than just your weekly or monthly uploads as individual standalone projects. What we're trying to do here is create bingeable content rather than one viral moment. You're going to want to be able to entice your audience into checking out what other kinds of videos you have on your channel after they discover that one potentially viral video that is popping off for you at the moment. Let's talk some super concrete examples. These are theoretical people that I have made up, but I thought it would be helpful to take a look at this as potential case studies. Okay, example number one, we've got a young woman in her 20s, let's name her Amanda, and she wants to start a YouTube channel. So let's say she's interested in personal style, home decor, and self-development. Those are her interests, and that's what she wants to base her YouTube channel off of. Rather than thinking about creating that one video that will catapult her into fame, the best thing that she can do for her new channel is to consistently create videos that touches on each one of her interests. So her 1 month content calendar could potentially look something like this if she's posting once a week. Let's say week 1, she's posting about how I found my personal style and created a wardrobe I'm obsessed with. That touches on the personal style interest. Week 2, she's making a video about how to furnish your home on a budget when you're young and broke. That touches on the home decor aspect, and it also reaches a target audience of young people that are maybe moving into their first apartment or their first home, and they're not sure how to decorate on a budget. For week 3, she could have a video that is all about how she built her confidence from 0 to 100 within 1 year. That touches on the self-development interest that she has. And then week 4, we're circling back to personal style. Let's say she's posting about the 3 essential shoes that you need to have to elevate your style in your 20s. Each week she is focusing on things that are slightly different, but then always circling back so that she has a personal style content library. She's got a self-development content library. She's got a home decor content library. And that way she is ensuring that her content is bingeable for new audience members. Even though these are all slightly different topics, they are still cohesive and they all fit into the niche or the category of life as a young woman in her 20s. Rather than becoming a one-hit wonder with 1 video or 2 videos that randomly became successful, Amanda intentionally built her channel with her target audience in mind, and that target audience is aligned with her interests. For our second example, let's talk about somebody that might fit into the specific niche category. Let's say we've got somebody that is wanting to create a channel all about cooking and baking. We're gonna name this person Henry. So rather than having Henry create 1 recipe video that goes viral, I feel like that kind of happens often. Correct me if you think I'm wrong, but with like recipe videos or with how-to videos especially, sometimes that one video will like be super popular on that person's channel because it's providing a lot of value, it is super helpful, and it has thousands, hundreds of thousands of views, but then their other videos aren't necessarily receiving that same sort of attention. So rather than having Henry create that 1 recipe video that goes viral on his channel, we need to figure out a way to keep his audience coming back for more. One great way to do this for niche specific content like cooking or baking is to create a series of videos that all builds upon one another. So Henry could, for example, create a series on easy weekday dinner recipes. These can be recipes that require minimal kitchen skills, minimal effort for those days when people just don't have the time or energy to put into cooking, but you still gotta eat. So by creating this continued helpful series, he's keeping his audience engaged, and he's gonna have them come back to see what other recipes he comes up with. The bottom line of this entire thing is really that being intentional with the type of content you want to create and the target audience you want to reach is so much more important if you want continued growth on social media rather than just a viral moment here and there. If you are truly looking to make YouTube or maybe even Instagram and TikTok a serious revenue stream for you, it's going to be so much more important to build an engaged and loyal audience rather than just having a few videos here and there that get a ton of views randomly. In fact, I truly am seeing so many more content creators, especially on YouTube, that are considered small content creators, maybe under 50,000 subscribers like myself, get really incredible brand deals, awesome engagement on their videos, and they're just killing it. They're doing so good, and I'm noticing that now a lot more than I did on YouTube 5-10 years ago, maybe even just a few years ago. It just goes to show that having, like I said, cultivating a loyal audience of people that keep coming back for more, keep remaining interested in what you have to say is so much more important than the actual numbers are. Not to say that the numbers in the analytics aren't important, not to say that brands don't want you to have a good, large reach in order to sponsor you, but you don't have to have as big of a channel as you think you do to make this a serious revenue stream. You really don't. You just have to have a loyal, engaged audience. That small, loyal audience that consistently keeps coming back to you is so much more important than having a ton of views from people that may never come back to watch your channel again. But definitely let me know what you think about this topic in the comments below. I would love to hear your thoughts, your opinions, your questions. I love when we get to start a dialogue in the comments because, like I said in my intro to this video, talking into an empty void is not fun. So definitely leave your comments. I'd love to have conversations with you guys. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more similar content from me in the future, definitely consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon to be notified every single time that I upload. But other than that, I will see you next time for a brand new video. Bye!